All right, here I go again for the second time of the day. Look at me go. Just a few days ago, I had never streamed before in my life. And now I'm streaming twice in one day. I must have fallen down a rabbit hole and landed in a world of madness. This is big stuff. But we're picking up right where we left off, and we're making a lot of progress in that last stream with this magician circle that's about to be put on the base. I know it looks like a mess from that view, but from this view, it still looks like a mess, but less of one. At least there's like a little bit of shape going on. But what we're doing now is step 237, which calls for this, two of those, a hinge, and two singlets, which are right there. It wants us to combine these two little stair steppers with the hinge, probably in the middle to like hold them together. And this does not seem very sturdy, so I'm hoping that it's not calling for me to do what I think is calling for me to do with it. But it probably is. Okay, this is done, so I gotta flip this over, and this feels flimsy. Does not fill me with the most confidence, and it wants me just to cover this up, it seems. Okay, but they want some, They want some gaps in between those, though. So did I make a mistake? I can't imagine I did. All right, what's going on here? The last few steps, the last like 20 minutes of my last stream today. And now this. It's like a practical joke they're playing on me. That's what it feels like anyways. A lot of ambiguous stuff going on right now. I feel like this is the only place that it really makes sense going, but that doesn't match the diagram one-to-one. But I've been in that situation before with this Lego set. The problem is that the booklet doesn't give like a very good outlook of the back piece, just how it looks. It kind of skips over from when we put the last piece on to now putting this on. Okay. I'm gonna go with that then. There's a lot of gap there. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but there's studs that aren't going to anything. And I just can't imagine that's what they want. But I'm looking at something right here. So based off of that picture, it does certainly look like it wants to be connected there. So let's see what do I have left over? Let's move on to the next step and see if I have pieces left over that draws my mind into making that right in my mind and not theirs, clearly. I say. I do have extra pieces from the first few bags, so I might be able to cook something up just for a little bit of peace of mind, I guess. All right, so this side, it wants a clear piece like this, a clear knobbed piece like this. It wants the first clear piece to have an overhang and this to follow it up like so. And then it wants me to flip this over again. And directly on this side, to have it hanging off the edge. Okay, I see kind of what it's going for. I think I might see what it's going for. I see part of it anyway. Okay. Yeah, I see what they're going for sure. All right, that's 238. Now 239 is... It wants me to apply the LED strip to the magician circle. I don't think I'm ready for that step yet. Yeah, how the heck am I supposed to... Huh. Oh, I see. Oh, I do see, actually. All right, so that's actually the entire circle finished. However, there's still that gap there, which just boggles my mind. I just refuse to believe that's what they want. He is where... Oh, Naomi Daisy, thanks for being here. Thanks for checking me out and sending me a chat. Yeah, I'm working on this magician circle for this Dark Magician Lego set I got for Christmas. And that's what it kind of looks like once it's all said and done. What's really cool about this Lego set is it comes with light up pieces. However, it's kind of a knockoff because Lego doesn't have an official Lego set. So this is made by a different company. And I've run into issues with structural integrity, like that gap in between those pieces. And this is a structural piece right here. So I just can't imagine that's the best thing to do. So I'm kind of figuring out a way to fix that right now. It's not in the book, but I'm going to try to work something out because it just doesn't fill me with the most confidence. It's all about the confidence when you're working with stuff like this. But I'm just going to actually feel, because it is on there pretty good right now. That's probably, yeah, I don't know. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's installing it. Is this a, let's see if I can get a decent view of the camera. Okay, before I do that, actually, it is time to install the LED strip. And this might be, oh, yeah, this might be difficult because there's not a lot of room to work with the wiring. So this is the LED strip. And it wants it to go on the interior part of the magician circle. And working with stuff like this stresses me out. Because with adhesive stuff, it's like you only have one good shot at it. And then the rest is just like, it's barely on there. Alright, so I'm pulling off the tape now. And that yellow is actually the anterior side of the strip, so it should blend in with the gold fairly nicely. Does it tell me a starting point? Oh, it actually does. All right, here goes. I'm pulling off the strip now. Always kind of stressful. All right, so it wants me to, let me position this a little bit better to give me the most room with this wiring. It wants me to start it from the inside, which I will comply. They must know what they're doing. Okay, so now I have it on the inside. And now I'll be starting it approximately halfway to the bottom. And that is not very sticky at all. So I'm gonna have to reposition this. So it might not be the best camera angle, but I tried my best. There we go. Man, this is actually not sticky at all. I don't think this is going to work very well. I might just have to put it in there and then it'll be kind of riding on a hope and a prayer. I don't know if the camera's doing a very good job about picking this up, but it is not sticky at all. But I kind of have it in there. That is terrible. Absolutely dreadful. Whoever made that sticker should get fired. Because that is not going to stay, but we're going to hope. Jeez. Oh, they led me astray there. I should have put it in from the back. Okay, take two. I think actually now that I'm not going to listen to the book for this, I'm going to set the ball and socket joint of this piece. Of course. Oh. Whew. This is going horribly awry. Horrendously awry. Now I gotta find out where this piece was going. This broke off. If you didn't catch that, this piece broke off of the base. And I said multiple times that this was like that the base is not sturdy. So I had a feeling that this was gonna happen. I think it went here. Man, that's insane, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, this whole big circle is... There's no structure there. Can I reinforce it? I doubt I can. I'm gonna try. I have extra pieces from the last few sets. I think it wants it to go... No. Whoa. It doesn't even want to go there. It wanted to be on the end. I guess that's where it wanted to be. Okay, so I'm gonna try it again. Embrace it a little bit better. Oops, I hit the mic. Hopefully that wasn't jarring for anybody watching. So not only do I have to like hold the ring up, but I have to brace the piece because it's so shorty. Ooh, I got it. Whew. Now, how in the world is that going to happen? It wants me to put this ring on this hinge. And, oh my gosh. Okay. Maybe the book will give me a hint of how to get that done. It most certainly did not give... Oh, wait. Is it backwards? No, it's not backwards. That would have been... Hey, Fried Chick Blocks, welcome back. Thanks for being here again. What is it? It's been a couple days, right? You were in the stream a couple days ago. Thanks for coming again. That's awesome. Oops, I hit the mic again. Hopefully that wasn't jarring. How are you doing tonight, Fried Chick Blocks? All right, now I'm struggling. I am really struggling with this step. I just built the ring portion of the base. However, it's not being very friendly to me at all. I don't see how oh, it goes inside. Okay. Does this go inside too? This goes outside. Maybe I can just get a little lucky. Oh, it popped on. Ooh, sigh of relief. That could have went a lot worse. I think I deserve some water after that. All right, so now from the top down, it's starting to look like something, whereas before it wasn't. The only thing that was looking like something was the first couple of streams. We got that Dark Magician done. And now we gotta do the arduous process of putting this light strip on that literally has like no adhesive power at all. So it's gonna take some delicate work. Some very delicate work. And then I'm actually gonna move this over. So now the mic's in the way, kind of, but I need to do it so I don't keep bumping it. Because I have a feeling that noise, that if it makes like a noise while I'm bumping it, it's probably a bit jarring, I'd have to imagine. So to avoid that for the next couple, well, until I put this light strip in, I'll move the mic back in a second. I just didn't want to bump it again. There we go. Okay, that adhesive strip's in there. Kind of. Again, that is barely at all sticky. Hardly sticky at all. I'd honestly not even consider that sticky. Like, you can see how it's moving around in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just moving around. But I think that's the best I can do. I think it is. Ooh, that adhesive strip looks like crap. I hate to be the bearer of bad news to myself, but that adhesive strip looks like crap. Like, it's so bad. Oh well. We gotta work with what we got. But that is all that bag number 4 wrote. So now we're moving on to the 5th and final bag, I think. Let's see what it has in store for us. So look at that. The next step, I think, is the final step. Okay. Let me go get that 5th bag and we'll start working on, it looks like the spell book of secrets, I think is the name of that. Yes, this is the last bag, but we do have a box left. And the box looks like just a number plate, so I don't think that box will take any time at all. So we're almost done. It's honestly going to be a little bit sad finishing this up, because not only have I been building the Lego set, which is cool, I've been learning how to stream. I've met some very nice people, like, for example, Fried Chick Blocks. Debsy came by earlier today. I streamed twice today. This is my second time in one day. If you asked me if I was going to do that a week ago, I would have said yes because I believe in myself. However, in the back of my mind, I was like, probably not. So I'm a little proud that I did twice. This is his dark magic attack. Clearly. Pretty good. I love this guy. The older I get, for some reason, the more I like this color. Old me would have been like, take it or leave it. And although this bag is by far the largest, it seems to be that all of the, oh, well, I'd say that, except for this piece. What I was trying to get at is, even though this is like the largest bag, it doesn't seem like it's the most daunting of the bags. So this might go by extremely quick. I might even be able to get through this last bag tonight. I don't really want to do that, to be honest with you, because that means that my security blanket is gone for the streams. That's how it feels anyways. Okay, I'm going to try, oh, is this another light up piece? Huh. It's a light up piece with batteries in it, but like no wiring. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess we will find out. Ooh, wings. Okay, this is looking pretty cool. Just kind of separating it out a little bit. Save me some time later on. Or at least that's my thought. Got another end of his rod. I wonder why they separated those rod pieces out. It's kind of goofy. But I'm sure there's a method to their madness, I suppose. I am looking forward to cleaning the mess up out of my office space. Because I have these bags just kind of like thrown to the side as I've been working on it. And it's going to be a nice display piece, I hope. There is one thing that I'm a little anxious about, and that's the... Not only is that LED strip not the best looking thing at the moment. However, in addition to that, I had a problem with one of the crystal shards here. One of the wires was like super short, so I hope I didn't break it when I had to like kind of pull on it, but not really pull on it. Okay, we are working with these 2 chocolate bars and a single double-sided white piece. We really have to hold these 2 things together with one singular piece. That's hilarious. But kind of par for the course. This set isn't the most structurally sound set. I've said that 100... Okay, they've expanded on it. So, crisis averted, I guess. 2 of these. And these were already put together for me. But I didn't want it to be that way. So those 2, can you... Okay, this is on camera, so this is a good area to put my pieces at. And then 6 more of the small guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this entire row is double-sided small pieces. Hey, Sherry. Nice to see you. Left abruptly yesterday. I thought I must have said something wrong, but it's nice to see you're back. I'm doing good. How are you? That's awesome. I streamed already once today, so this is the second time I've streamed. So I made a bit of progress since last time you saw. This is like the last steps. I'm building the spell book right now. You've probably already done that since you already passed me up yesterday. Oh, you came back? Yeah, I think I pretty much right after you left, I had finished that last part of the bag, and I felt like that was a good stopping point. I was getting pretty tired anyways. But thanks for coming back today. Did you make progress on your build? Alright, so the next step is 368, and that is 368 right here. A flat knobbed piece, and then this 3 and a singlet. A double-sided single, which is right here. I will be putting this brick on this side of things. Bump, bump, bump. And then this goes on the right side at the far end of it. This goes right up next to it. And then this 3 by 1 goes on this side. Alright, now we've gotten into the nitty gritty. I like the ones that are like less shifty. Much more fun to work on. We need 2 of those, and then 2 of those. So that's 1 of them, that's 2 of them. Man, you build those things fast. That's crazy. Is your room just like wall-to-wall finished Lego sets? I would love to see a picture of your room. I bet you it's crazy. You finished that crazy fast. Alright, so this piece goes on those 2 studs, going back to the whole 2 stud thing. Boom, like that. These go on the end here, finishing up that. It's looking like an ice cream sandwich. Look at that ice cream sandwich. Nice. Now we're getting the right angle, the caps, to make it a little bit more presentable, I suppose. Devsky! Bro, I'm sorry the Wizards lost. I checked out that score. I was like, I had my fingers crossed for you, bro. And then I saw a loss. Too good to be true. Putting this on here. I'm actually super sure. If you asked me a week ago, Devsky, if I was gonna stream twice in one day, I would have said yes because I believe in myself. However, in the back of my mind, bro, any night, just the fact that you came back, bro, that's more than enough for me. Super excited to talk to you again, and thanks for coming by and swinging by while you were at work. That was super nice. All right, where am I at now? So I need this piece. I need some goggles. One goggles, a double-sided, upside down goggle piece right here, and a 2x1. It's okay, man. We aren't the best, but did you see the trade we made? No, I did not see the trade. What happened? You know what I was doing? I was like, I think you were the one that mentioned Stranger Things, right? I watched the first few episodes of Stranger Things. That's what I did. We traded for. No way. I saw Trae Young was on like the menu, like he asked for a trade. That's crazy. Did you have to give up any pieces? I'm gonna look it up. Trae Young. That's nuts. It happened during the Hawks game. That's hilarious. Blockbuster Trae Young trade. The Atlanta Hawks are sending their four-time All-Star to the nation's capital in exchange for C.J. McCollum, Corey Kispert. That's a good trade. You know how I was telling you I didn't like C.J. McCollum? I feel like that's a great trade for y'all. How do you feel about it? We need the double-sided, the one-sided, and then the downward-facing goggles. I completed Stranger Things Season 1 and on 4 episodes of Season 2. I'm on episode 5 now. And the last... Oh, Sherry's on... of Season 2. Yeah, I'm on episode 5 of Season 1. Great trade. I'm so excited. Yeah, I enjoy watching Trae Young play. I'm going to his home debut. I pray he plays, but they play the Clippers Jan 19th. I hope that's it. I hope so too. I'd have to imagine. It seemed like I didn't read too much into it, so I could be totally off here. But it seemed like he was chomping at the bit to go. So I would have to imagine he really wants to get on the floor. So I think the chances are looking good that he plays right away, or at least I hope so. Dang, you turned me into a Wizards fan. I did not have that on my bingo card. There we go. Looking more and more like an ice cream sandwich now. Now the question is this the right piece? 1, 2, 3 on each side. No. Need the smaller one. Don't be as I love to be there. I understand, but honestly, I haven't watched the NBA game in a while. But now you got me checking scores, and now I'm invested in this Trae Young thing, man. Hey, Trae Young might be the thing that turns things around up there. I had forgotten that CJ was on your guys' team, to be honest with you. That's how disconnected I am with the NBA lately. Okay, now that one's going to be easy to find. The long piece. And then the 2 shells. And then I think this is the piece that it wants. Okay, so how does that want to happen? Like this. And like this. Definitely. But there's a hole there. Does it want a hole there? I don't see any other option for that. And that goes like this. It should be fun. Love PGs. We've seen the effect. Those are fun times. Sean Wall, Bradley Beal. I still remember. I don't know why that was a dance. Yeah, I think he's gonna fit in pretty well. It seems like that culture fits him. I've never really got the origin of that. Did he just make it up and then it became a dance? I've never understood that, but it's catchy. It's fun to do, strangely enough. How do I... it like it's suspenseful, and I think it's a good show. It's not normally my cup of tea, but the first few episodes very gripping, but the last one that I just watched, and I think you guys are both past where I'm at. So Nancy just went into the tree, went into the upside down dimension, and I feel like the way they did that really cut the tension in half. It turned it in from a sinister thing to like an animalistic thing, which is way less scary to me. You know what I mean? So I don't know I don't know how I feel about it at the moment. I researched on Pikachu set that you have its mechanism can be fixed by reeling. Yeah, I figured it can be fixed for sure. It's just that little strip piece. I just haven't bothered with it. They said something about it to him before the game, like he should do it, and boom. That's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta look up some clips about it now. See if I can get some reactions. Cause I'm sure Trey Young has an entertaining reaction to say the least. It's a rough start and very slow. It's a long show. That's how I felt. That's how it was starting to feel to me, that it was getting kind of drawn out. Like I feel like, especially the last 2 episodes, I was like, okay, it's just like the same thing was like kept happening. What season does it get really good at? Because most shows start off pretty slow, so I figured it was going to take some time. Anyway, so I was in it for the long haul, but it was definitely starting to drag on. So that's exactly how I felt. Need 3 of these hinges. 1, 2, 3. And then this arm. Season 3 is top tier. 2 is also good. Bro, turn your desk camera to the right side. The right side. Which side do you want? It's kind of upside down for me, so let me work on it real quick. You want it to the book? You want more to the book? Like that? Okay. I'm looking forward to season 2 because I felt like that last episode in particular was the one that started dragging for me the most. So I felt like they were getting the swing of things. And the last episode I watched, it was like a cliffhanger. That's how they meant it to be. But it was like the least suspenseful one out of them all for me. But everyone just seems to be going nuts over the show, so I had to start binging it. 1 overhang, it looks like. BRB gotta pick up my dukes at the bar. All right, bro. Thanks for hanging out with me. If I don't see you, I'll catch you maybe on one of your streams, maybe back here. But thanks so much, bro. Sherry. Okay, I turned it to the right. Is this better, Sherry? Sweet. Okay, where was I at? This long piece goes on the bottom. So it's starting to look a little bit less like a not a chicken sandwich, but a ice cream sandwich. And I put that on wrong. I got a little distracted. Come on. Thanks for pointing that out, Sherry. Yeah, I do feel like that's more centered. Yeah, definitely. I wonder why I even had it the other opposite way. Most interesting part is the book? Huh. I would never have guessed that. I was keeping the book mostly out of the shot. So now it's fully in the shot for the horizontal stream. Not quite in the shot for the vertical stream, but that's hard to fix, I think. Most interesting part is book. Oh, were you not talking about this book? It went over my head if that's a spoiler. That's all right. There we go. Got that together. I need to be putting the pieces more inside there. I feel like I'm off camera for most of it. Okay. This goes with 1 overlapping piece. Like this, it looks like. And then we need to do that again, but now I need to find it. Okay, right there. Leave a square in the middle, and that square is no, that square is for nothing yet. We're going to be filling up the ends with these pieces right here. Are there extra hands for Dark Magician? Wait a second, that doesn't look right. There, I have, yes, I do have 2 extra hands, open hands, and I have, strangely, 1 extra. Oh no, I got a pair of feet and a pair of hands. I don't think these were the right ones. I got to take them off. The wrong shade of brown I tried. There we go. Are you missing hands or feet for your Dark Magician? I think I'm going to keep the hands closed fist. Maybe open up. I don't know. I haven't decided. I have to see them in action first before I make that call. There we go. I'll probably just put that off camera too. I need to be better at that. What is wrong with me? Okay, that is all that she wrote for this. No, it's not. I need to be putting some hinges up top. That blended in a little bit. First hinge goes like that. Kind of strange. Oh, it's supposed to look like a book, that's why. That makes more sense. Come on, get in there. There we go. Let's see if I can move this stuff out of the way so I can work here more on camera. That doesn't line up very good. I think I'm gonna have to fix that a little bit. Come on now. It's kind of off kiltered. Okay, there we go. Starting to look a little bit like something other than ice cream sandwich. Fill in book Lego book. No, just for confirmation, but they will fit in book Lego book. Book Lego book. I'm not sure what you mean there. Book Lego book. Fit in the book Lego book. Oh, like, okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. All right, the next step is, it's a little too dark in here for me to see that, but I'm pretty sure it's asking for the one with the dots on it. Oh, yep, I see it. There's one, and I need to find the second one. The second one there, I need a square. And then I need 2 corner pieces. There's one, and there's the other. The corner pieces go like that. Boom, like this. The 3, the square, and the 3 dots. There we go. I think that deserves a drink of water. Gotta update my chat a little bit to make sure it's live. Why does it keep doing that? There. Now it's showing the bottom chat showing live. Perfect. The spare hands will fit in the book. Yeah, I got it. I was confused at first, but then I was like, oh yeah, this is a book. I kept calling it an ice cream sandwich. That's a great point. I might leave it out of the book though. Next step they're calling for is this. And then this, and that's it. I always hate when it asks to put something small-ish on a big piece without anything there to like as a guide, because it's just pointing at it. So I have to look up a few steps in the future. 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. The next step is calling for a lot of squares. 2 gray ones, 1 brown one, There's the brown one. 2 corners, 2 diamond pieces, I should say. A rectangular single piece and a gray single piece, a gray flat single piece. All right, so the first step is to have a little overhang on this side, a little overhang on this side, the gray here on the bottom, and the singlet to go up top. Another square piece there, and round off the edges with these diamonds. There we go. I don't have anything to say about, no, I don't have anything to say about that shape. Nothing interesting to note. Moving on to the next part is this piece here. A gray diamond, 2 gray diamonds. Another gray flat 2x1, wherever it may be. It was hiding underneath a teal cylinder. And then a gray receiving piece. There it is. So step number 1 is to put this like so. To have the diamonds fill up the gaps. And the same thing that we did before. The first one goes there. The second one goes there. There we go. On to step number 253. I suggest that you should buy Lego Technic set next. You told me to get the Area X SpongeBob one. I took a note of that one. Good thing I didn't buy. I'm gonna look this up. Lego Technic set. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, those are cool. Gotta get off of Wi-Fi to look at these pictures. Building a Lamborghini Huracan Technica. Yeah, those look cool. I should get that. 100% right. Building a car like that would be sick. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick for my next set, though. I'm not sold on anything quite yet. This next step calls for 2 diamonds. Another one of those. Gotta lift up my book to make sure I'm not hiding anything. Two more of those ones with dots on them. Oh, there's one. And this is probably the second one. Yes, it is. And then 2 normal ones right next to it. 1 square. And then 2 diamonds. There we go. I need to fix the lighting situation in my room because it is sometimes difficult to be working on Legos with a semi-dark room. There, a square. A snut on the other side. Oh, this is fun. When they all fit together perfectly, that's when I really enjoy building Legos. And now the next step is to fill. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be satisfying. You see how there's a recess there and a recess there? Very satisfying. Just pop that into place. Sweet. Very nice. Very nice. So that is 254 done. Moving on to 255. Is it calling for stickers now? I don't see any stickers. It is definitely calling for stickers. But I think I'm missing stickers. No, I think that as you have 2 normal ones for new content. Yeah, that is a good idea. Because I was mentioning earlier is that I feel like I could probably finish this tonight, but I'm getting pretty tired and it's already starting to get hard for me to multitask. Is once I have this built, it's kind of sad because I was using this as like a safety blanket to learn streaming. So then it was like, so I do think I'm gonna have to pick up another Lego set. So now you gave me two great suggestions, and both are right. It's crazy that both of your suggestions are literally right up my alley. But I do think I see the sticker set now. It is in this bag. It was left over. Let's put the stickers on this thing, shall we? Okay, the first sticker. Okay, thankfully these stickers are pretty big. I hate it, like for example in Beyblades, the stickers are teeny tiny. Like ridiculously small. Wait a How is this? Alright, am I crazy? Okay, I think it's gonna work. I hope it's gonna work like I think it's gonna work. And kind of like a tattoo. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be pretty bummed. Because there is a spot. No, I don't think it's gonna work that way. Sherry, what did you do with this sticker? Because there's a stud right there. Does it peel off? I think it peels off, right? Like a stencil? Okay, it does. Thank you. If it didn't, that would have been so dumb. But it's still dumb. How am I supposed to do it like this? Okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to peel it halfway first. Shoot. Broke off a little bit. But actually, I think that's fine. Putting the stencil on right now. And there's gonna be some broken bits because of how it was designed and not me. Blaming the set, not blaming myself. All right, just gonna go for it then. Just gonna go for it. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We're going up, 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 getting higher. Ah, geez, that could have been worse, but it definitely could have been better. Well, it looks pretty cryptic, which isn't the worst look in the world. Let's see if I can salvage it. Salvage the remaining pieces, I should say. Okay, that doesn't look as bad now. Let's fix this part right here. Alright, that looks okay. Well, it doesn't look okay. But it doesn't look horrendous. I don't even know where that piece is supposed to go. Oh, I think I do. Okay, I do. Goes right there. And this part does not want to stick on. Yeah, I'm regretting the sticker decision, Sherry. But I had to do it. Well, I didn't have to do it. But I'm telling myself that now to make me feel better about it. But it doesn't look terrible, I suppose. It is gonna drive me nuts though. Because especially this bottom right went on terribly. It went on terribly. There we go. Just one more piece now. Oh, actually, it looks all right now. I think I can fix it, to be honest. If I got a razor blade out. If I got a razor blade, I could definitely fix it. So I might do that at the end of this whole thing. Oh well. Note to self, fix that with a razor blade once you're done. All out of water, that stressed me out. I don't even think that's the end of the stickers. I think it would have been easier if I had cut it in half. Well, I actually have my knife here. Should I do it now? Let's see. Let's see if there's a sharp enough knife to fix this. There's only one piece that is really bothering me. Don't break. If it breaks, oh, it broke. All right, not worth it. Not worth trying to fix it. I think it will make it worse. Because I just lost a little chunk of golden script. Let's see if I can put it back. I did. Okay, I'm done. I'm done working on that. Now, what step were we at? We were at 255. 255 screwed me up. Moving on to 256. 256 calling for a flat 2x1, a single grabby hand, 2 corner pieces, and that's really that's why you screwed it up for me. That's not what it wants. It wants this to go over the circle of doom. That's a shame. A real crying shame. But this piece goes there. This piece goes... What is going on here? Is this the right piece? There. And then there. It's starting to look like a book, folks. And then where does this one go? Oh, right up next to the other one. That could have been performed better, but oh well. Let's see what 257 calls for. 257 is one of these goggles, a wing, a flat 2x1, and 2 corner pieces. Oh, that's crazy. What set was it? I always think it's, as soon as something goes out of print, isn't it like it skyrockets? That's pretty cool. If you could time that, you could make a bunch of money. All right, this side goes on this side with the goggles facing down, and this as an end cap. And then another one? Oh no, I got that. Wait. What am I missing there? What am I missing there? Ah. Okay, let's start from the beginning. I know for sure this goes on it like that. Okay, I had it right, even though it didn't look right for some reason. And this makes it a lock and key. And then the wing goes on there like so. Oh, this is sweet. This is looking real nice now. A single square, a loop-de-doo, another wing, a weird piece, and another single stud. Put the wing on there like so. Oh, actually, this wing wants to go facing this way. Huh. Don't really get that, but nope, not gonna do it. There we go. 2 wings. And then it wants this piece. What is happening here? It wants this piece to go there. It wants this piece to go in there. No, it doesn't. It wants this piece to go on top of it. And then this has more room to go in it. And then this fits in the side of it like so. Oh, so this is like a lock and key, I suppose. I feel like that wants to... is lagging. You're on the vertical stream. Let's see. Still shows excellent. Let's see the yeah, stream is healthy. I have no error messages. I'm still on ultra low latency. So what that means for me is I don't have the expertise to fix that because it's not giving me. So just change desk camera. These are the only cameras I have, unfortunately. But because it's showing me excellent health stream, I really am at a loss to how I could even fix that. Because as of right now, it's showing me okay. I wish I could fix it. But I'm not sure how, Sherry. And now it wants me to put the stickers on, and I've already gone that far, so I guess I'll try to put the more stickers on. Looking low quality video, yes. Sorry, Sherry. Ooh, that did not come off right. Okay, peel. Okay, this one peeled enough. Okay. Okay, this is going to be a lot easier to put the sticker on than the previous one. But even still, it's a little difficult. I definitely need better lighting in here. All right, that should be good. Yeah, that sticker came out a lot better. Time for the final sticker. I wish they just printed the book with the stickers on there. That's how I feel about the Beyblades when they have me put the stickers on. But there are some people that love putting the stickers on the Beyblades. I am not one of them. Alright, that one was way better. Stickers done. Get that out of my face. Alright, that was 258. Gonna flip this over now in this manner. And we're going to be putting this on there. Another piece like this. Just like that. Make sure I'm not breaking the other side, especially now that I have the stickers on there. Filling that up like this. Oh, and this side wants one of those goggle pieces, so it's a rounded edge. So it's like a lock and key, I suppose. Okay, and the final-ish piece, bump them like that. This goes on there like so. Turn it back over, flip it around, put that there. Take this piece and this piece, put them together like so. Put it on this side in no particular way, but like that. Boom. Retracted message. Also, Sherry, if it's still lagging really bad, you want to try, I know you tried the horizontal stream yesterday, but maybe that one might work better if you hadn't given up yet. All right, here's another stressful part of the equation. This wants me to put it smack dab on kind of fragile pieces. I'm going to move my mic for this so I don't bump it again. I might have just bumped it while I was trying not to bump it. All right. Ooh, is that in there? And then this, no, it doesn't seem, nope. But this, okay, I got that first side in. Now I need to put, okay. Okay, this base is super finicky, guys. Super annoying to work with. Gotta twist that a bit. Don't break, don't break, don't break, don't break. Ah! It broke. But I should be able to fix that relatively easily. Get these pieces out of my way. There's just so many like really annoying pieces that are in my way right now, my guys. I can't remember which way it was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be like this. Actually, let me get this in place first. Oh, there we go. And of course, I messed up the LED strip. Cards and plastic protection on top rack. Jeez Louise. I can show you those, Sherry. But I'm thinking that it might have to be a different stream from now. It's kind of a difficult thing for me to get in and out of, you know? Whew. Ooh, yes. If I could just pick up my camera and move it over there, I would show it to you right now. But it's a lot to move over. So I think it's gonna have to be like a designated stream. Desney Ocampo, thanks for being here. Yeah, it's a Lego set. And we've already built this portion of it. The Dark Magician portion of it. And we're building this base right now. And it's going to eventually look like, and honestly, it's almost pretty close to being done. It's going to eventually look like that. However, I'm currently working on the most finicky part. Oop, I think I just might have messed it up. Gotta make sure I'm not pressing buttons here. But yeah, to answer your question again, Sherry, if I could just move the camera, which I can't because it's plugged into the computer, and show it, I could do it right now. But I think it's gonna be a designated stream. I'm gonna have to like bring them all over and all that stuff. So I hope you don't mind. All right, where was I? Uh-oh, I lost my place. Okay, I found my place. Okay, what I was doing was attaching this book to this Lego piece, and then I broke the Lego piece while I was doing it, and I think it's in there. I think it's in there, so I'm gonna stop messing with it and try to repair what I broke. And I believe this piece, oh man, it's just so many things in the way. Honestly, no one's gonna see this piece, so why should I just leave it how it is? Devsky, welcome back, bro. You had just missed me break my Lego piece while I was trying to put this piece on. So I'm trying to repair it now. Is that in there? Come on. Okay. I'm going to start from... Maybe I should start from the bottom. I think that's... I have to look up the way it wants me to do it. I forgot. Oh, hell yeah. I love when... No, it's been happening like 3 times this stream. The more pieces I add to this stupid base, it's like... Just, it's asking for trouble. Okay, this piece is oriented... Okay. So I know it must go in there like this. However, okay. Half of it done. Half of it done. After you complete this, will you make streams? Yeah, I'm hoping to, Sherry. I was saying that I was using this Lego set as like a safety blanket for me learning like OBS and Twitch, YouTube, Kick, all that stuff. So once it's done, I'm actually going to be a little sad that I won't have my safety blanket anymore. But I am trying to stream. And after this is done, I'm going to continue to try to stream. So unless I fail, which I might, I'll continue streaming. But no one plans to fail. Or at least I don't. Alright, now it's looking like something. Now it's starting to look like something, right? Now I gotta find my last... Where I left off. Alright, that's where we left off. And I'm starting to think that we might. Is this a good part to call it today? Oh wow, that looks crazy. Man, Devsky, you just got back, so I hate to call a stream right now. But I feel like this might be a good stopping point. It may be. Should I continue? Okay, I think I'm gonna continue a little bit more. Just because I'm in the group. And I want to make this ball. The dark magic. I want to make this dark magic. Alright, the first part calls for this. And then 2 of these. Where is that second one? That second one right here. And that's all that calls for. Oh, and now we're actually at the part that I was like... I didn't know what it was going to be like. There was like a Lego piece full of... Thanks, Sherry. That actually means a lot to me. The fact that you like my streams. When I started streaming just a few days ago, I was like, in my head, like the back of my head, I was like, what's the point of doing this? No one's going to want to watch you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that you like to watch me, that's crazy to me. And very much appreciated, bro. Make sure this is the right one. Means a ton. So this piece is done. And now this piece has batteries in it. So I'm not sure how this is going to work with everything. Just had to look for some. We back. Welcome back, bro. Thank you again. Thank you again for being here. I was just saying that these have like batteries in it, but it doesn't have any wiring, so I don't know how this is gonna affect the Legos. All right, so it wants this piece, like that, and then at the bottom of it, it gets stuck in there like this, and then it's telling me to twist it to open it. Oh, check that out. What the heck? That's crazy. I don't know how that's gonna work in this, because it's telling me to put this in the dark magic attack, so I have to take the whole thing apart for it to. The only streamer I watched till fate to late. Bro, you're making my night, Sherry. The fact that you're enjoying these streams, like, is giving me encouragement to continue after this Lego set. And that was my plan, but I don't know. And yeah, that's nuts. Ooh, I'm excited to light this whole thing up. All right, so it wants me like this. To put that, how am I supposed to take this apart every time I use it? That's crazy. Okay, I think I'm just gonna leave that there and then work on this side a little. It doesn't really tell me how far to put that on though. Well, I guess it will make me put it on a certain, yeah, it's gonna make me put it on probably all the way. All the way. So there's that. Now I got this piece and I just hooked them up together. Come on, son. Like that. Oh man, that's gonna be sick. Now I'm looking for the thing I put to, oh, there it is. And I pop this on the end of it. Like so. And then 266 do the same thing, it looks like. Is it like a permanent light up piece? That's crazy. Devsky, you are the best, bro. Sub to my YouTube channel too. I need to post more on the YouTube channel. Gizmo, just know it's gonna take forever. Gizmo. I gotta look up that. I wanna see what it looks like. I'll use my phone to do it. There you go. Gizmo. Ooh, that's sweet. Is it the 3D glasses one? That looks sweet. And thanks again for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I need to post more. I need to stream more, post more. Whatever. Anyways, but that Lego set looks pretty sweet. That's pretty cool, man. Are you gonna stream that too? Or you mostly do like streaming sports? All right, so now I'm getting a little turned upside down. Now this side wants to go. Okay, that's the orientation it wants. And then I'm looking for one of these. I'm looking for this one. Yeah, I think you're probably doing what I intend to do. I intend to stream and then take clips of the streams and then post those as shorts. So I feel like that's probably what you're doing from what you were telling me the other day about your channels. However, I haven't done that yet because I feel like I'm just trying to get used to talking all the time, basically. Yeah, that's what you're doing is what I strive to do, Devsky. So your goals. Now, what are these pieces I'm looking for? These are all blended together because they're like opaque. Yeah, I hope to be doing that soon. Where is that second one? These are getting pretty hard to find. Where in the world? Where I need the dual cam like you for my Legos. I'm your goat. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. That's all you do for real? That and I'm calling me the goat. That's crazy. I appreciate the kind words. The dual cam like you. I recommend so far I'm really enjoying this because Sherry asked me to move the camera position to the right and I didn't have to move the camera arm. I didn't have to touch it. It's called OBS bot. OBS bot. I have the Tiny 2 Lite. So it comes with, like, for example, watch this. Check this out. My hands are right here. So this camera up above, I'm going to move it this way, move it this way, move it 360 degrees, all from the app. And the cool thing is, too, it comes, like, you can do a virtual cam with it. So with, that has filters. Yeah, so OBS bot. The reason why I bought a camera to start streaming is because I needed some sort of like monetary investment for me to like actually take that first step into doing it. Yeah, the curve monitor. I got this for everything I got for like crazy good. I am like a bargain hunter. So don't think that all this stuff was expensive. Very good deal. OBS bot I bought on Black Friday. So still a monetary investment that like forced me to stream. But OBS bot, I recommend that one. I think it's good. Especially now that I learned, and by the way, I probably spent a little too much money on this, but I didn't realize that a lot of these streaming platforms don't really accept 4K. Like I was sending my first couple days, I was sending 4K video to these streaming platforms. And for example, Kick, it was just flickering live, no live, live, no live. So if you looked at my channel, it was like 1 second clip, like 10 1-second clips every day, more than 10. And it was probably because of that. So I had to downscale everything to 1080p, which it's able to do that. So I've had no problems since. So I think even the OBS bot that's only does 1080p is even cheaper than that one. But I got that on sale, so for me it was negligible either way. All right, so this was the one I was looking for. Now I need to find another one of those. Actually, 2 of those. Where is that one? Still can't find it. Is it hiding? Is it hiding from me? Oh, there it is. It was definitely hiding from me. So this goes in. Can it be seen on camera? I need to be better at that. Whatever. Another thing I'm working on. Hopefully I can get to the point. What I'm really hoping for is before this is finished, I'm at the point to where like I'm comfortable talking continuously. And also just like being in front of the camera, as I was saying, like being in front of the camera is still super uncomfortable for me. But I feel like I've already gotten a lot more comfortable since starting. And then somehow this is supposed to click them all together. Come on. I think I got it. Boom. All those 4 pieces combined. There we go. And then this goes like that doesn't match up 1 to 1. Oh, it's like this and like this. There we go. I think that's what it wants. Maybe I build or singing the music I put on in the background. See ya, Sherry. You did this to me yesterday. Just an abrupt exit. Didn't give me any time to prepare for your exit. Sherry, have a good one. Thanks for joining me today. Yeah, I'm trying to like my best, but it's kind of hard when I get tired. Like I'm already getting tired, so it's hard to like concentrate. And then if I'm trying to like also remember not to like start whistling or singing a song, because I feel like YouTube is like super strict with the whole strike, so I'm trying my best not to do it. So do you put music on in the background for your streams? How does that work? Because I feel like YouTube, you can't do that, right? But Twitch is probably more lax because I feel like I've seen streamers with music on in the background. Oh, that doesn't look right. Let me move this on the other side. Is that the way it wants? I think this is... I'll find out next one. Did your girl watch Stranger Things also? Because I remember you said she didn't care for it. I don't stream on YouTube. Too many copyright. Twitch, you can play music. Gotcha. So you're... No, she did not. So I actually started watching it with her because I had some free time today while she was at work. Because she... So when it was like hot a few years ago, we watched like the first couple episodes. I think we stopped at 2 or 3. And she didn't want to continue because she felt like it was too demonic. And she was like, gives me bad vibes. And I was like, understandable, but it's a TV show. And then I kind of just forgot about it because it kind of fell out of relevancy. But since it finished up, it blew up again. And you mentioned it, so I was like, okay. I always really wanted to go back and watch it. So I was like, but then I forgot what episode I was on. But because you mentioned it, I actually watched it today. So I started it by myself, which she was like, what the heck? Why are you watching a show without me? And I was like, you didn't want to watch it, so whatever. Twitch, you can play music. Should I play music, Devsky? I don't think I can do it because I'm trying to stream on all the platforms at once, and YouTube, and specifically YouTube, is like really bad. Like, you could probably mention a song's name and they'll flag you. Okay, moving on to the next step. 260, I'm gonna put this orb over there. And then the next step is this piece. It looks like it. And then a smaller piece like this. And a T-junction. The T-junction will go on this side, and then this side. Come on, there we go. It's a personal preference. I wouldn't do it if you're gonna have it on YouTube. That's not worth it. I give you credit. Streaming on more than one platform. If you want help with it, I got you, because I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Sunny Shine, thanks for being here. I am making this. It is a Lego set my sister got me for Christmas. It is The Dark Magician by Area X. And I'm almost at the end of it right now. I've already built pretty much the entire base. As you can see here, it looks like a mess. But I already built The Dark Magician. Watching what episode? We were talking about Stranger Things, and I was watching, well, when me and my girlfriend did not want to continue. It was like episode 3, I think, maybe 2, but I already forgot. But yeah, Devsky, if you want help with the multi-stream, it's actually, since you already stream on Twitch and you're using OBS, super simple. I could probably even explain it to you right now when you probably have it in your head, and it's actually a lot more simple than I thought. Kimberly Walker, thank you for being here. I'm building this Lego Dark Magician set, and I'm hanging out with my boy Devsky, and now Sunny Shine as well. Thank you for being here. Super nice for chatting as well. And I'm on step 268 of the process, if anyone's wondering. All right, the next step is calling for the thing I just made and then adding a couple pieces to it, which includes this piece, and it looks like this one. So this one goes, this one is the blue side. And then this one, wait a second. Oh, okay, I see what, this one's the green side. Kimberly, yeah, wow, it's been a lot of work, especially with this book right here, this book. This caused some problems, and a lot of these pieces have like wires because it actually lights up. And it was quite difficult. A lot of pieces have broke on me today, but we're getting there. I think the bad parts are behind us. And I think actually it's this. No, maybe it's the one I was just using. I'm just not sure. That's a lot of different chats like Twitch more than other platforms. Maybe TikTok. Okay, I can't help you with TikTok because they're terrible. I tried. It's actually a lot of fun. I've only been live on TikTok twice, and like you have people in the chat like right away, super nice. However, they don't let you stream in OBS. Well, they'll pretend that they let you, and then they'll like revoke your access. So like after 20 minutes, they'll cut your stream from you right away. So you have to use their own desktop app, which would mean that you couldn't dual stream because you would need 4 cameras instead of 2 because you can't use OBS as a virtual camera. Do you have the F1 sets? I don't have any F1 sets. I really only have this set. Got it for Christmas this year, and a Pikachu set I got for Christmas last year. She says Stranger Things demonic. Really? Yeah, she did feel like it was demonic. And there's some demon at, there from the first couple episodes, you remember, the first couple episodes were super suspenseful with like the child getting abducted by what they were. It was pretty much a demon at that point. But yeah, she only made it to second episodes. Yeah, Davsky, bro. I was really upset because like my first stream, most of the chatters were from TikTok. So, and then they banned me. They pretty much ban you unless you use their desktop app. And I was like, it kind of still feels worth it. And like theoretically, it's still possible. However, in my experience, it's not worth it. But every other platform, there's this app called Caffeinated Labs. So this right here, Devsky, I'm not sure if you can see this, but like, oh, I moved the wrong one. Sorry, everybody. But the chat I have on screen is actually Caffeinated Labs, and you just put all your links into this app, and then it puts everything into one chat, so it's a lot easier to work with. Tell her to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0, compared it to Stranger Things, is light. That's a good point. That's a good point. She doesn't like anything animated, so I can't get her to watch anything animated either. She's literally only into reality TV. Anything other than that is kind of like a hard pass for her. Where was I? The entire playlist is on YouTube, even the movie. Yeah. Yeah, I go back and rewatch that from time to time. Love Island. I think she has watched Love Island. I think she has. But what she's been really into lately is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I think. I think she likes her favorite show of all time that she talks about all the time is The Challenge. Her entire family loves The Challenge. Real Account Manga. Give her that. Real Account Manga? Okay. I'll let her know. But she is not into that stuff. She's literally only into reality TV and like TikTok brain rot. She'll spend hours on TikTok just rotting her brain. It's crazy. But yeah, she loves The Challenge. And I watched it with her a couple times. And The Challenge is actually not... It's like, for reality TV, there's worse, like the Beverly Hills stuff. I could get... At least there's some athletic competition in that one. And I think that's what she likes about it, too. All right, so that's step 268. And now we're putting 268 on the piece that we were just using in... Okay. I'm the only one on the stream. Kimberly Walker, you're the only one on the stream? Which stream are you on? You are on the YouTube vertical stream, the short stream. Thank you for being there, Kimberly. W Brainwalk Girl, those are always funny. Dude, she spends so much time on TikTok that she likes to say that she doesn't have hobbies. But like at that point, TikTok is her only hobby. And Kimberly, by the way, if you prefer a horizontal view, you can also go on my YouTube channel and there's a like a traditional stream, and also Twitch is available and Kick too, whichever is your preference. But thank you for being there. And like she likes TikTok so much that I was like, why don't you just make your own TikTok channel? And she thought about it. So maybe she will eventually. But she like loves spending time on TikTok. Loves it. And now I just broke a piece. I keep doing that. That's like the 5th time this stream alone I've done that. Cheap viewer stream boo. The manga is like Squid Games, but players are pulled into TV show and followers affect their death. If they die, not live or anime yet. Yeah, that does not sound like her cup of tea. Not at all. That's key. Maybe when she sees you do it, that's what I was actually kind of hoping for, especially with the TikTok. Because I feel like it would like making her she'll have a hobby, you know what I mean? She was thinking about, so you might not have ever heard of this, Devsky, because you're on the East Coast. But on the West Coast, we have this thing called Dutch Brothers, which is just another coffee shop, basically. And she gets so many Dutch Brothers that at the end of the year, they do like a Dutch Brothers Wrapped. And she was at the top 1% of all customers. So she was thinking about making a TikTok video about that. It's pretty nuts, her addiction. So she's addicted to TikTok and Dutch Brothers. So she was actually thinking of her own volition to combine the two. How long have you been building this? I have been building this for about 7-ish days, but to be fair to myself, the first couple days were literally just figuring out how to stream, so there was very little building to it. So it's only been a couple days, really. Maybe a few days. I'm taking my time, taking my sweet time. Squid Games plus Twitter. It sounds pretty cool. The manga deaths sound pretty cool, Sunnyshine. That would be funny if I post that. I think so too. I've been to San Fran and LA. Yeah, I think it's pretty popular out there too. There's but like what's not funny about it, Devsky, is the amount of money that we spend on it. She in particular spends on it. But she has been kind of dialing back, but that's even though she's been dialing it back, she's still in the top 1% of customers. A pretty large company. Yeah, she spends a bag. And what's crazy too is she earned that designation where like a lot of her employees, she is a manager at a shop, totally different field. But her employees that she manages, well, she'll have those employees get her drinks. So those drinks goes on their apps. So not even taking into consideration the drinks that other people get for her, she's still in the top 1%. It's nuts. She has a problem. Streaming is a little hard. Amen to that, Kimberly. It's a lot of people make fun of streamers. And I'm not even saying I'm a streamer, by the way. I feel like that's stolen valor. It is difficult, especially for a fellow like myself who is uncomfortable being on camera. Just figuring out all this stuff. It took a couple days. Took a couple like long days. She spent some baggage for real, bro. She's goated for that. He's something for that. He is something for that for sure. All right, going back to this. Okay, this is on this side. And this wants to be in this position. Okay, I got that right this time. And then... This doesn't feel right. Oh, wait. There's more steps. Okay. There's more steps in between. Okay, she'd go for that. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything while I was looking at my cheat sheet. Okay, I think I put this on backwards. So there's that. Oh, I could have moved those around. What an idiot. What a big dummy. Okay, that's going to bother me, so I'm going to fix that. Taking this apart for the 6th time today. I have a spider Lego set. Is that a Spider-Man Lego set or a legit spider set? If it's a legit spider set, I don't want to see it. I hate spiders that much. Are you working on that spider set right now, Kimberly? Okay, I think this is how it wants it to go. So now I'm moving on to step 270. All right, what does 270 have in store for me? Two of these pieces. Are these the same pieces? I think so. Two extensions. And then one T-junction. One T-junction. A normal spider set. I have a spider Lego set. 270. 270? What's it, Devsky? What's 270? What is 270, Devsky? I missed something. Oh, step 270. My bad. It's getting late for me anyways. I know it's way later where you're at, Devsky. Step 270. It's a long process. A normal spider set, and it's already finished. Nice. Good work. I still don't want to see it, though. Still don't want to see it. I hate spiders. In fact, okay, I'll tell you a story of how much I hate spiders. When I was a young lad, I had bought a car. I was excited about this car. Driving it back from the dealership, I was in pretty heavy traffic, stop and go, freeway traffic, when a spider comes straight in front of my face. I freak out. I think that's a very natural response to having a spider coming down straight in front of your face. So I try to kill it. I miss. This spider was like Spider-Man, dodged my hand, fell on my lap. I think I was wearing black pants or something because it blended in like nobody's business. I lose the spider. Now I completely forget that I'm driving probably because I am only focused on this spider. So while I'm looking down, punching myself in the thigh, trying to hope that I kill a spider, I crash in the car in front of me, the car I just bought. I crashed a car because of a spider. So not only do I hate spiders to begin with, but it made me crash my brand new car. So I definitely hate spiders. They're dead to me. I'm not even particularly... Oh, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Oh, that might be my first streaming clip, Devsky. I could do that, finally. Sweet. Hey, we're getting there, Devsky. We're making it. We're making it happen. I'm not even particularly that scared of spiders. It's just I hate them. So I don't know what... Hindsight being 2020, I was a stupid kid. Obviously, it's totally my fault. And, yeah, devastating. So every time since it was a mistake, I learned from it. Every time since, if I ever see a spider in a car, especially, I'm like, I couldn't be more focused on the road. I'm just like, that. Actually, that just happened to me. I just had a spider in the car the other day, too. Yeah, I feel like if you're an Australian, bro, I feel like you have never trust a spider for sure. In fact, when we were scrolling on Netflix, me and my girlfriend, another girlfriend story, she was like, "You want to watch that?" And it was Spider-Man. And I was like, "No, I don't really want to watch Spider-Man. I know everybody loves Spider-Man, but it's just not my jam because of that. Because I hate spiders that much." And Australian, you have to love... I feel like, do you like spiders? I feel like Australians have to like spiders because they're basically your neighbor. They're as big as you are, so just call them a neighbor. That's what I heard anyways. One of my friends had spent like a semester abroad in Australia, and she was telling me about the spiders. It's crazy. You guys are crazy down there. Where was I at? I was at this, extending this piece a little bit longer. I think I used the right piece, and I think that's all for 270. That boy is literally dying for... Yeah. Can't do it. Can't do it. Which is a shame, because I heard that there's a lot of good Spider-Man movies. So I'm missing out on a lot of media because of it. Just because I have a vendetta. All right, 271, as I think I'm extending this snake a bit with some more of these pieces. This one, another extension rod. Yep, there it is. A green tube this time. I think this is the one it wants. And a green kinked extension rod. Must be this one. Must be that one. All right, so where are we at? We are at this point in this position. But first, we're going to be making this one. With this one, we're using two different colors for some reason. Yeah, dude. I've heard great things about Australia, but I've also heard things like what you just said, Kimberly. And I don't think it's a place for me. I don't think I'm gonna ever vacation in Australia. What part of Australia are you from, Kimberly? Are you like Sydney? Sydney, Australia? That's where my friend was studying for a while. All right, so that's in there, and then the kinked green piece goes up top, and then this piece extends it like that. It's not the best looking thing that I'm building at the moment, but I think it's accurate. There, like that. I'm gonna say Melbourne. That's a good guess. Some of them are not deadly though. I've heard that a lot. I heard that a lot about some spiders. Doesn't fill me with the most confidence though. 271. All right, 271 is getting a little interesting. Yeah, some, exactly, Devsky. Some. I've also seen people like befriend like crocodiles and alligators. And they probably would have been like, oh, some of them are pretty nice. Young, it is a town? Interesting. I've never heard of it, so I apologize. And actually, I'm gonna look it up. Just because, why not? It'd be interesting to know. It's always funny to, oh, like you're almost smack dab in between the two cities that we guessed on. Going call it a night. Hey, Devsky, have a great night, bro. Thank you again for being here. It's always great talking to you. Super, like I'm beyond grateful for you. And Kimberly, both me and Devsky's guests were like, you're right in the middle of the two. It's funny. All right, this is the piece that the next step calls for. And then this one. Thank you, bro. See you soon. And then this one, and then a green tube. Where is that green tube? Right here. All right, I need to not mix this up. Okay, so this one wants... In this regard, nope, it wants it to be like this, and this to both be in it. Like that. And then it just simply goes on the other side of the T-junction. Like that. And then we're going to be doing something crazy up top here. Like that. And then just popping this in there. And give it some fire. So this is what we're looking at now. Oh, like a Y. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And it looks like the next step is even easier. We're going to be attaching it into one of the holes. And now, okay, that's starting to... I put this on the... Okay, that's actually an easy fix. I put it on the wrong side. It's very hot place in the summer. What about in the winter? I feel like a lot of people talk about the summer, but how is it in the winter? Is it pleasant or is it still super hot? And then this goes in the top hole over here. Top hole right in here. Is it gonna fit? I don't think that's gonna fit now that I'm looking at it. Oh, it does. Okay, I got it. Crisis averted. So since you're Australian, Kimberly, and you're building a spider Lego, does that mean you like spiders? Or is it just like you saw it and it was a cool Lego? 273 is done. Now we're gonna move to 274. All right, 274 is calling for a little green piece, another green sheath, a teal sheath, and a green T-junction. So this one doesn't look like a too hard of a step either. This goes on the bottom and it extends to this little piece right here. There we go. Moving on to 275. Okay, where are we at here? So is it the same one that we're working on? Yes, it looks like it. So I'm gonna put that to the side and then grab a green piece, a single studded piece, a kink tube, and a teal kinked wire. Man, I knew there were people out there like you, Kimberly, but I had never met one until just now. So it's lovely meeting you, Kimberly. I was just actually talking about that with my girlfriend. I was like, how is Spider-Man so popular? Do people love spiders that much? But here you are, just a couple of days later, Kimberly. Crazy. Dun, 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 dun. All right, which manner does this go? I think it goes in this way. It looks a little too kinked, but I'm gonna go with it because that's the best idea I got. And then this looks too kinked too. But again, the picture doesn't fill me with the most confidence either way, so I'm going with it. Going like that. And like this. All right, so this piece is done and it goes straight into the dark magic attack on the opposite side, and it looks like just in this hole right here. So I'm just gonna pretend that I did this correctly. Come on, get in there. I think that's gonna have to be good enough. Whew. All right, I'm gonna call that good enough. Okay, what is 277? Okay, more of these little tentacle looking things. Sometimes in winter it goes up to 22 degrees centigrade. That is crazy. That sounds like a lovely place to be. Where I live, it's never that warm. And it causes quite severe seasonal depression for me. And that's actually why I don't have very many Lego sets, and I haven't been collecting cards lately. I haven't been buying a bunch of stuff, is because we're saving our nickels and pennies to move soon. And we're hoping to do that in a couple months, to move to a climate similar to yours, Kimberly. So I'm a little bit jealous. I'm assuming since you live there, you like it, right? I can't imagine not liking that. All right, so this goes into the right side of the T-junction, and then a tentacle comes out of it on the other side. This goes on the opposite side, going out a bit. And then another one of those goes on the main line of the T-junction, going down, just like that. Ooh, look at that field goal. NFL football coming up this weekend. First round of the playoffs. I'm excited for it. First time I'm watching an NFL game this season. Okay, what the heck? We're switching colors now. We're switching back to the lime color. We need one of these. We need a normal stud. And we need we need a little. What state do you live in? I live in Oregon. The horrendous state of Oregon. The worst state in the entire country. In my opinion. Of course. But I'm trying to change that soon. We'll see what happens though. All right, the next piece goes on there like that. At least I'm actually kind of just free. I'm not totally freeing it, eyeing it up these pieces, but I'm not putting too much care into the exact way it wants because this is just for looks. At this point, $279. It wants me to put this on the opposite side of the thing that we just made. So I shall do that. There we go. Ooh, that's really close to the ball. I may have to change that. But it looks all right. And now that we made that, should I continue or should I call that a night? I've already been streaming for a couple hours. And it is pretty darn late where I'm at, Kimberly. Would you mind if I call it? I will stream again tomorrow, Kimberly, if you want to watch me finish this, because I am pretty darn close to finishing it. I've only got a handful of pages left, so I think if I stop now, I will be able to finish it on stream next time. What do you think, Kimberly? Are you okay with that? Let's see what... I'll wait until I hear back from you, Kimberly. No, I just lost what page I was on. Or was... Nope, I found it. I'm on 280. While I wait for you, I will work on 280. This one... Because I'm getting tired. And this is like that. That's exactly what it's going to be. Look, check it out. This is a better image of it. This is what it's going to be. And I think you missed it, Kimberly. Is inside this green explosion is a Lego piece that lights up and is really bright. I don't know how I'm going to be able to get it out of there and like light it up. There's no like switch to it, so I have to take it all apart. But this is what it's supposed to be. That explosion right there. Dark Magician is sending this black magic attack out from his magic scepter. The Magician's Rod is what it's called in Yugioh. But yeah, it's an explosion, so you're 100% right. So we're almost, that's the last piece. Once I get this explosion done, it's basically fitting everything. Putting everything together for the last time, and then we'll be done, finally. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, building this right here. T-junction going in there like that. And then a little extension going up and down like that. 280 is done. Moving on to 290. Not 290. I'm getting so tired. 281 is what I meant. 281. Sunshine. Looks like the port. Looks like the port. I'm not sure what that means. Looks like the port. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, Kimberly. I apologize for that. It has probably nothing to do with your comment and everything to do with my brain functioning level at the moment. This next step calls for these pieces conjoining to what we already made. And now I'm getting a little confused. This piece goes like this and like this. it will attach to the bottom side here. And then the top side will attach like this. And then put a little wing on it. A little wang on it. There we go. 281 is done. So now we're on the well into the hundreds. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna finish this one. It looks like the poor yo, you live in London? I do not live in London. And Ricardo, Cater, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And thank you for chatting, by the way. But I do not live in London. I would rather live in London than where I live at, by the way. But I don't live there. The next step is calling for another tentacle end, a extension pipeline rod thing, and another T-junction. So this T-junction is going to be attaching to a T-junction that we are already using. That's not confusing at all. Attaching it there. And then attaching this like this. Yes. Maybe. This first one goes on there like this, I think. The second one goes on there like this. No, I think this is more of a right angle there. And then the one that goes in the middle is capped off. I think it wants it like that. Am I missing any chats? No, I'm not missing a chat. Perfect. 283. Oh, this is a long one. This is going to be the longest one yet. One of those. Another extension. This is exciting. Another extension. And then a ball and socket joint. What are we going to do with this one? All right, we're still working on this long piece. And we're going to be doing... Oh, geez. Where did... Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's start with the long one. The long one is going to feed into this tube like that. On the other side of this tube goes there. And then, cap it off like that. And that goes into this tube here. So this must be a bracing point. And this goes on to the ball. And where do we put the ball? Okay. It looks like it's, okay. Okay, I found it. It goes in here. I don't know really where, oh no, almost broke it. Come on, get in there. Whew. I think that's the correct orientation, but I won't know until the next few steps. So I'm going to leave it like that. Let me look at the picture real quick. I think that's correct. I think so. Okay. I feel like that's a good stopping point for today's stream. I think we're about to pass the 2-hour mark anyways. So I'm going to put this piece in there as a bookmark. And check this out too. Such a lovely, oh man, Dark Magician is so cool. The company that made this did a great job. I'm enjoying myself while I put this together. Kimberly, Ricardo, Cater, if you guys are still out there, I apologize for leaving you guys hanging if you are. I've been streaming. This is my second stream of the day. 2 hours in this one. I will be streaming again tomorrow, and I will probably be finishing this set tomorrow. So please come back if you're interested. I'll probably be around this time. I'm not sure if I'll do an earlier day stream again, but I might. But thank you guys for being here. If you liked the stream, if you commented at all, anybody, everybody out there, appreciate you. Like nobody's business. I'll see you guys in the next stream tomorrow.